Paybooks have been known to run some of the most aggressive and craziest comps that you'll ever see in Tier 1 Valorant. Reyna, Clove, I mean, look at their Breeze comp from Map 5 from Masters Copenhagen. These guys play anything, but Brimstone, on a big-ass map? Why are Paybooks playing a controller with such a small smoke range on Breeze? Well, the answer is, Forsaken was bored. Valorant Mobile is right around the corner, and some of the exclusive skins they've been getting are insane. So if you want to hit Radiant and get that sweet gun buddy, the best way to do so is going to be on mobile with Red Magic's new 11S Pro. This beast is powered by the most advanced phone processor to date for insane performance and ultra smooth gameplay. And it looks nice! The 11S Pro has the world's first mass-produced liquid cooling system in a smartphone, combined with a 24,000 RPM turbofan to keep your games running at max FPS without overheating. Oh, it's so cold. You're also getting a massive 144Hz AM OLED display, lightning-fast 3000Hz touch response, and 520Hz shoulder triggers built for the highest levels of competition. This screen is better than all of your monitors, and even mine! And with a big-ass battery plus 80 watts wired and wireless charging, you can game longer and charge faster. There's no camera bump, it's got a sleek, transparent, futuristic design, and RGB lighting. What more do you want? So to learn more about Red Magic and their top-of-the-line gaming phones, be sure to click my link down in the description. Yeah, PaperX's assistant coach told me that Forsaken was bored and wanted to play Brimstone. I don't have the receipts, but we were talking back and forth in Anders' Twitch chat. He also told me that these guys don't even Valoplant, like plan anything out. PaperX literally just hop into a custom game and go, huh, that's cool, and call it a day. But just because Forsaken is playing Brimstone for fun, that doesn't make him a bad pick on this map or others. You see teams in Pacific playing him on Corrode. Europe and China run Brim on Pearl and Abyss, which is bigger than Breeze. The only ones not convinced to join this Brim revolution are the Americas, which is funny because he's from there. But why are we seeing Brimstone on maps that aren't Bind or Fracture? Well, there is a list of good reasons, and Forsaken abuses all of them. First, the duration of his smokes. Most controllers' bubbles last anywhere between 13 or 15 seconds. But Brimstone submerged in that category, yielding a 19.25 second duration on his smokes. But why is that important? Well, in patch 11.08, every rechargeable smoke got hit with a 10-second cooldown increase from 30 seconds to 40. That indirectly buffs Brim smokes. He might only have 3, but in this meta, that's all you need. Then his stim beacon gives you a 10% speed boost to just about everything and makes you impossible to hit. He has the longest and hardest hitting molly in the game, and his orbital strike is an instant kill Teo missile. So take all of these abilities and add on the fact that we're in a heavy double duelist or double controller meta, and the Brimstone pick starts making a lot more sense. That's also why he is so popular on Bind and Fracture. These are places without mid, and they are naturally more fast-paced and less defaulty. Also, yeah, Forsaken is just good enough to be bored in Tier 1 Valorant. Like, really good. So much so that Paybooks are trusting in him to anchor A in their 4-0-1 setup. These specific freaks are insta-walking down B, while Forsaken stalls on A. But he doesn't have a molly. How is he going to stop the offense? They're going A! Well, as soon as the game begins, Forsaken plops a fat smoke down for A main that forces GE to take their time. Paybooks could be on the other side. So while the offense group inside of this dust cloud, the rest of Paybooks have successfully contacted down B main. Back on A, Autumn has Sentigate crash through Forsaken smoke, he takes it, and the rest of GE swing through uncontested. But it's too late! These smokes bought so much time for rotates. Crystal gets sniped before the smokes drop, which the offense place really weirdly. I think with this early lurk smoke that I didn't call out, GE wanted to fake an A split, but actually push backside because they're jumping over cleavage.
You got the rotations from Paybooks, and eventually the flank is going to come out as well, and this is why they are trying to take the fight. But Harvey,
despite Forsaken's last smoke to box the offense in, they just didn't expect GE to swing mid-site like that. This would allow the defense to scale up and pinch the site, and it even came down right as the offense were about to swing back site. That's another perk that Brim has over the other controllers. He doesn't have to aim his bubble across the map, wait for it to send out, and then finally it blooms. Brim goes tap, tap, bam, smoke. But does that mean the offense are going to expect this flank now?
Soba flank. Just flat. Yeah, no, Soba flank. Out, 2. 1 out. Get out. I get it.
One enemy.
I'm holding it.
Around back! Come on!
The Brimstone comp is off to a bad start. On their first full buy, PaperX got steamrolled on B, but GE just hit some nice shots. But on the following save, Forsaken did great to stall the offense again by hanging up a one-way in A main so that his team would have extra time to rotate.
I'm trying to do a little bit of that right now. Despite it being an eco, Forsaken already spotted, but still able to take one down with it.
After taking so long and losing their Astra, the offense didn't feel comfortable enough to continue pushing A. And all of this walking around ended up with PaperX winning the eco. Then the defense tacked down another round thanks to something bagging 2 early kills with his op.
You know how disgusting, I mean, you lose Jing and you lose Autumn. And playing a single duelist on GE's side, it does make it a little bit more difficult, doesn't it? Patman falls as well.
But then Jing and something got too greedy, trying to contest the attackers A-split on round 5.
Got a 5 versus 2. Oh, might even go down even further. Now 5v1. Envy spotted out by the end with Patman going all the way top mid.
That brings us to another full buy versus full buy, where the offense want to go A behind Autumn's Dimensional Drift. But in PaperX's 2-1-2, the op's here now. The barriers drop and something immediately posts on the line, while the offense are predicting some sort of aggressiveness by the looks of Patman staring straight into this wall, ready to flash, and this close star. But PaperX aren't that stupid, so the star gets pulled and Autumn takes this gate crash before ulting. Why not just walk up and save the teleport? Regardless, he spots something and starts ramming his body into him. A GE spam and flash A main, forcing something to get out. But Forsaken stalls this rush with his molly. Autumn's ult is now getting 0 value because his team can't follow it. The smokes are being wasted. PaperX are coming. Envy stalls even longer with his recon. Patman and Oodleton both have to waste time by teleporting in, and Forsaken hops into cleavage to get in position.
Beware, boys.
I don't
Break. Oh, man here.
Nice, Jason.
One enemy
Inside, default plus.
Spike
Hey, got it.
down
You can think now. Pick. I'm running. Chill. TP,
The nice thing about Brimstone is that once you're out of utility, you don't really have to think anymore. Now, sure, Forsaken did have 3 smokes, but his plan was to swing off his teammate's contact. But pulling out his iPad in this situation runs the risk of him being swung on and dying. So once Envy started taking fights, so did Forsaken. This list of trades has resulted in a 2 versus 1 favoring PaperX, but they know Autumn's headed B. But Autumn knows that they know. So instead of running across mid, he sends out a gate crash and takes it once it nears B main. Maybe PaperX heard this? Because they immediately start pushing down mid, but once Autumn plants... Oh, wait, they're going A! Wait, do you hear the spike? No, do you? Oh my god, we're so stupid! PaperX pull their knives out and start sprinting towards B, but they need to be careful. Autumn is on the hunt. He's trying to find a kill to try and separate the remaining players.
Kind of has the right angle, but starting to think twice about it.
Same up. Yellow.
Good defuse.
I don't know what it is, but GE must really think that the Brimstone pick sucks, because they're rushing A again. Only this time, Vito's purchased an op and wants to punish PaperX's aggressive shenanigans. More specifically, something's op at double door. This round begins with another immediate one-way from Forsaken, but GE move fast this time by flashing past it, smoking the choke themselves, and reconning the area. It's clear. But then something gets put down! Envy scanned deep, but not deep enough. So he hops out of heaven and picks up elbow while Jing watches double door. And now back on A, yes, the offense have taken A main, but their own smoke is preventing them from just rushing. Now, the map's gone quiet. GE could have left, and down a player, PaperX need info. So Forsaken moves up to check, but then the offense prep their execute. Astra Stars and Crystal Drones, but Forsaken responds with an immediate obnoxious to clear smoke. He could be in it, by bricks, or on the right where he is now. In order to clear this thing 100% safely, Crystal would have to waste the entire duration of his drone. And I don't even know if that's completely safe. Anyway, Jing breaks it from backside, and Forsaken hears them leaving.
It spotted him and he does the timing here. Oh, and there he goes, Crystal!
Sticking around after the first one? Bold. But now PaperX know that GE aren't going A, and the offense are aware, so they slowly double back that way, but Envy also doesn't see anyone by him either. It's been a while, so PaperX decide to hedge their bets and start heading towards Jing. XAVI8... how do you say that name? Starts smoking B, but it doesn't matter. Because Envy spotted this deep line a second ago, PaperX know the offense can't be up. This fake confirms that it's A.
I get a little bit antsy with what Jing might be able to do. If he wants to updraft with the Blaze Storm, try and play this jet kit that we really haven't seen in a long time.
Jing has even the odds, and his teammates are here. So as GE planned, the defense creep closer and surround the site, ready to pinch the attackers.
Defending right. No more.
On the left.
I'm gonna swing left.
Ultra always aim in bro late.
Nice.
Always
I'm
aim in.
gonna jump.
Save up double door, guys.
Yeah.
That 2v2 has forced GE to half buy, but their plan isn't bad. Into their 1-3-1, the attackers are splitting A, but not really. Paper X, on the other hand, are set up to fight for elbow and leave Yoru posted on this line for full B info in their 4-1. The A split should work, right? Well, as soon as the round starts, Jing and something walk into elbow.
Kind of makes the B side unassailable, so we'll see what can happen in this round. It's
Well, there goes half of GE smokes. After clearing out elbow, these two turn their attention to this mid smoke and start spraying into it. Combine that purple bubble with Crystal's early recon, and it feels like the offense are splitting A. Something teleports out, Jing starts leaving, and Envy picks up bridge. But that was GE's plan, fake an A split. With this trip holding doors, they swing out of their own smoke and start walking towards tunnel. From A, Forsaken is telling his team that no one's pushed this one way, and Envy's owl drone hasn't spotted anyone near door. So something sends a gate crash to bridge just in case before pivoting to Nest to check on mid.
Trying to find as much as possible off around middle.
GE also tagged Jing, who was being careless. And now without Nest, this round is about to get nuts. Javi smokes tunnel and decides to hand the spike to Crystal so he can jump up and go make another play.
try and achieve here as Global Esports. What gaps around the map are you going to be able to find? That was an opportunity perhaps for Javi to find a way in. Defy though trades out Crystal and now
Defy gave up his Viper's Pit to help Jet, but now the offense have a free B site. But at the last second, Forsaken has cut off Astra from the rest of her team. Paper X desperately need the equalizer. And with Envy's recon clearing Nest, Forsaken's instant cross-map big-ass laser molly might have found him one. But it won't come easy. Astra smoked herself in, but her barrel gets her killed. Then Vito tries to find a kill since his Yoru only has a sheriff, but Envy puts him down. Now, this round isn't unwinnable for GE. Autumn knows where the last two Paper X players are, until Forsaken uses his stim beacon to quickly reposition all the way through elbow.
Can't quite go for the reload either, so this makes things really precarious as Forsaken just creeps around the backside.
Now, Forsaken doesn't do a ton for the rest of the half, but we do get to see some cool tech. GE went B, but used their first layer of Astra smokes to take sight, then their Omen smokes to crunch Paper X behind this wall.
GE, though, not backing down from the fight. They're taking the fight to Paper Rex, pushing all the way out.
Next round, the offense ran at Forsaken, who one-wayed this box before retreating the site, but he couldn't control the stim. His team picked up the slack with a sick retake from multiple lanes once something got out of his ult.
Spike planted.
Just show, guys. He's joining. I can kill him.
nice, yeah.
Double door. Sticking, boy, sticking.
Last player
He was mid. Fuck off.
Unfortunately, between a rock and a hard place.
Then on the final round of the half, Forsaken contested mid alongside his duelist with these two smokes, but fell asleep at the wheel. The offense eventually decided to split A, but lucky for Forsaken, his teammates are amazing.
seconds left.
In smoke. One behind you. Two side. Two. One more.
Remaining. No charges.
One side, left side. Left side.
Come on. Pushing you.
Last player
Never take. Nice.
That brings us to the second half, and this 7-5 lead is way more impressive than you think. They started down 0-3. In Paper X's 2-3-0, they want to punish GE for trying to hold B on this line with a Sheriff and a Bandit high-low, while these guys default mid in a way you've never seen before. And lucky for us, GE want mid too.
Case in point, Paper X in this installment.
If they push B, just get out, yeah.
Nice. Go back.
Watch the elbow, boy.
Two more middle. Go.
Remember when I was glazing Brimstone smokes for how fast they deployed? Well, normally teams will smoke here instead because the defense can just walk past these deeper smokes and form this crossfire first before the offense can do anything. This position is massive for the defense, as it's hard to clear 4 attackers without being peeked from 100 different other chokes. But because Forsaken smoke formed instantly and something ran to this line, he was able to punish GE for disrespecting this smoke. And now the defense got the trade, but not before Udotan got chipped and Paper X grouped B. Forsaken deploys his second smoke to prevent a flood while Devi holds McDonald's with his Sheriff. God, I normally don't have McDonald's, but Big Macs are so good. Oh yeah, the offense funneling in plans, but then start to realize that, don't plant here, let's take spawn! GE pushed mid. I bet you $1 billion are flanking us right now. And PaperX are right! GE have audible to send 2 through elbow while Udatan keeps their attention in tunnel. But this plan's been foiled. PaperX have taken spawn and Envy plans to wrap the defense through nest while his team buys him time with Forsaken's 3rd smoke and molly.
Is it all the flank side? You've taken complete Archer's control as PaperX.
Even perhaps allowing for Envy to go on a...
Can you molly tunnel? Jason, please, molly tunnel. On me, man. I'm molly now. You coming, boy. You know, behind tunnel. Don't pick, please, please. Don't pick. Nice.
Enemy remaining.
Nice.
Let's go. Yeah, nice double kill, man. Let's go. Nothing.
GE were forced to save, but they had 3 players to fight PaperX head on.
Because if you think about it, right? What do you see from PaperX and their ability to get into the sites? Darts, flashes, cloud bursts. It removes it all.
Still though, hopefully playing around this close range, she perhaps will be able to take the duels, but there goes that money man, not even taking a lick!
PaperX then decided to give Forsaken the orb, plant, and permission to go run to the remaining global esports players to make sure he has an orbital strike ready for GE's first full buy.
Just down for the hunt for now, Jing. Happy to go peeking, and he eats the shot like a champ.
Though this is the shot that you don't really want to eat, though. Shorty close range.
Surely not. Tried to look around.
You only get a Marshal. You're going up with the ship, or you're trying to get another kill here.
Oh, gets it inside of the smoke. Lovely.
This round essentially decides the game. If GE lose, they're going to have to save. And I don't know if they're going to be able to pull off the same heroics that PaperX did. Here, their plan is to contest A main as 3, but PaperX are going as 5. GE's first full buy begins fast. PaperX spam, move up, drone, but Crystal darts. He gets tagged and has to fall, but the offense feels stuck behind this one way and don't want to swing through it dry. So they elect to wait. For like a while, but it makes sense. GE only have 1 initiator, meaning the only other way the defense can get info is with their eyes. In the meantime, check out this Vito trip. It's pretty neat. Now he can solely focus on elbow and still teleport away to tunnel. GE then decide to peek out from double door, but don't find anything, meaning the only 2 places PaperX can be are in either mains. So both teams just sit and wait until PaperX are ready.
After the 3 scam, but they just decide to sit pretty. You'll clear your close corners and see if anyone's there. There's been not a lot of budging around the map, actually, for anyone in this one. That's a significant amount of damage from the Snake's Bite.
Ooh, but quick on the reaction at the very least. Now able to take down something. Forsaken, though, still with the spring. A hop in his step, goes Envy.
This execute was sick. First off, Astra had no idea this snakebite was coming because of how tall A main is, and it prevented her from stalling the execute. But even if she got the Nebula and Gravity Well off, it didn't stop Jing from dashing into Forsaken's cleavage smoke and swinging out the back behind a recon flash combo from Envy and something. Crystal tried breaking the arrow but got blinded, and then he somehow survived by running into the attacker's poison orb. Autumn tried to hit back by flooding in with a flash, and Javi tried swinging with him. But you saw how that turned out, and Envy finished off Crystal. Pause.
And another player down, Crystal eating a shock dart.
Yeah, they saw him retreat in towards the smoke a little bit earlier, didn't they? And they'll just cross their eyes, dot their T's in the other way, because this one is turned a little bit upside down for global esports. Patman can only save face a little bit at the moment.
Trying to go for some of these taps to the best of his ability.
Global Esports had to save and proceeded to make me eat my own words. They managed to win the next save with some solid share of shooting, and those shots have given them a chance at coming back. Now, during the buy phase, GE have come up with a new way to fight A main, with an Odin. The only thing standing between the offense and the defense is this cardboard box, and PaperX are standing just on the other side.
Doesn't matter. They got the thrifty, and we have an Odin coming out now from Crystal.
As soon as humanly possible, Forsaken threw down a stim beacon, allowing his team to dodge the spam, Jing updraft on this box, and disintegrate Crystal before he even had the chance to think. Brimstone's entire kit fits perfectly with how these guys like to play on attack. Fast, furious, and 14 times. But Teets, there's only 12 moves. And PaperX aren't stopping. Envy moves up and activates his Aldrone.
None of that. We've had enough of that since Champs. He's going on through again. It's Patman, though, hiding inside the smokes, but not having it any longer.
Why not clone before going through the wall? Whatever. He had an op, and Patman didn't reposition after teleporting. He didn't get unlucky. And because these guys died so quickly and far away, the remaining players had to save. But after some time, PaperX knew this and wouldn't even let them lose in peace.
2 remaining ones left after this.
I mean, the problem is going to be that Paper X are swimming with ultimates, right? It is just shark-infested waters, essentially. Like, you're not getting out of that one.
What the? How'd they lose again?
But no backup from the team, no double layup.
This is why against Nico, you should never, and I repeat never, wander off on your own. The defense are going to do something aggressive, and you're going to give them a gun. Then on B, Javi made a sick play by pushing through this deep smoke.
What do you do now? Something is so aware that that was possible, by the way, but just gets out of it at the wrong time, and Javi, the leader...
Those plays have tacked down another round for Global Esports, but now Paper X have completely revolutionized their game plan. They're going B. But with Padman here to help, is Autumn going to find the first blood with his op? Round 19 starts fast. Something hops into his ult, but Padman flashes. Paper X cannot follow their Yoru. He makes it on a site, but his team is convinced that GE are running it down. They've stepped back towards window and get scanned, but since nothing's following it up, the offense move up cautiously.
Careful.
Can you pull? Wait for pull.
One elbow.
Yoru City.
Close right. Nice.
Jing knew that someone could be walking down elbow, so he dashed across the sight line to try and follow up off something's info as fast as possible to secure sight. Crystal then tried to use his ult to scramble the offense and help Autumn find a kill, but because Envy jumped through window, his Harness Fury lined up right with the op and Crystal. I'm not sure if this lineup was on purpose, but if so, that's insane. Jing then deployed a Cloudburst, which allowed his team to leak out and trade him out. Now, this whole sequence took a long time. Where is the rest of GE? Well, Autumn teleported into spawn, but was useless because of how long Brim's smokes last. The attackers were stalled out by a Paranoia, Hunter's Fury, and Omen in this corner, but it did not matter. Brim smokes are the best in the game, and he has 3. Knowing that Autumn has an op, Forsaken smokes him out again. But this round is still winnable for GE. Astra is on a round-the-world flank, and has one of the best ults to retake B with. Once she lays out her Cosmic Divide, Autumn decoys and flashes himself through the smoke, Vito comes out from tunnel, and the retake begins.
And help out the team to get into this site.
Gotta watch out for a lot of these corners, though. Down goes the smoke. Yudotan gets the drop. Quickly goes Evolution just to get onto the spike. Can he do it long enough? There goes the kills, but the Autumn with the trades. Javi as well. They've managed to do it.
Combined Vito's Evolution and Astra's Cosmic Divide, and Paper X literally had no choice but to swing through this wall. And because Forsaken was busy trying to trade Autumn, Javi's flank sealed the deal. And now after dropping a few, Paper X need to talk things over. Hey, Brimstone? Yeah? When did you want to use that orbital strike? Oh, shit. Now, I guess. Paper X are splitting A in their 2-3, while Global Esports are predicting a B hit in their 3-2. The round begins with a trade of smokes. Forsaken covers deep mid, which cancels Patman's one way, and Divide lobs this 3-way poison orb. This big bubble covers 3 different lanes that the defense could retake through. Doors, yellow, and spawn if the attackers need to push it like we've seen before on B. The offense scale up main and mid behind their decoy. These guys are being pinched.
Nothing.
Hopping. Go close.
TP, boys. Go, boy.
Are you gone?
TP. Backside.
Out team, wait.
Walk down. You're out.
Ulti on me, ulti. Yellow, G, kill. Amen, guys, amen.
No.
Autumn did great to get one and get out, and almost got a second by sticking around with his Dimensional Drift in his pocket. This Orbital Strike was just too strong to stick around. It covers every inch of where a defender would contest and execute from. But I know Crystal accidentally jumped, but why is he just sitting there tanking so much decay damage from this Poison Orb? Anywho, Paper X cleared the front half of site. They layered their next pair of smokes on Bridge and... what do we call this part of the map now? Maybe ramp? But after conceding a main during this execute, Paper X are aware that they can't go back, as the odds of someone flanking are big. That's why you see 3 attackers back site.
Yes, Marcel. I shoot.
I got teleport. Video.
One HP left. 1 HP, legit. No. Kanan. Yeah, fake, no. No.
Gonna lose this round.
If we collab this, I'm going to lose my.
Break.
Chill.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
Just
Go.
You like that shot or no?
I carried that one.
Paper X ended up winning, but did they look better running Brimstone or Clove? Watch this video when you tell me in the comments.